I'm definitely one of those that don't do well under pressure. There's an entire thing I read. It was talking about autism and how you shouldn't put autistic people under severe pressure because it causes them to freak out. Yeah, that's definitely me. I don't do well when being pressed for whatever reason. I think it's autism. But more importantly, I have an extreme fear of commitment, but I do have a theory as to where that came from. Um, I was committed to working out for the longest time, and I was committed to building my art skills for the longest time. So I originally didn't have a fear of commitment, which makes my fear of commitment alien. Okay. Difficulty committing often stems from a fear of failure, rejection, missing out, past negative experiences, feeling overwhelmed, choices, FOMO, or a need for control and freedom, leading to shiny object syndrome, fitting between ideas, or even trauma. Identifying the root cause, whether it's anxiety, perfectionism, or external pressure, is key to starting to understand or the small, consistent, finding genuine motivation. To find genuine motivation. Fear of making the wrong choice, getting hurt, being judged, or settling. Making the wrong choice is one thing that does bother me, but I mean, you make choices every day that are wrong. Overwhelmed, too many options or big goals feel paralyzing, so you do nothing. Um, I do feel overwhelmed, but not in that sense. I feel overwhelmed as in I can't handle extreme pressures or situations. Especially if it involves a bunch of bastards trying to murder your ass because they're fucking retarded. Um, Past experiences, negative past commitments, feeling trapped, or childhood trauma can make commitment scary. I have a theory. Well, it's a lack of clarity, underclear goals, or not knowing what you truly want, just what you should want. Maybe I know what I should want, I guess. Need for control, resisting accountability because it feels like losing freedom. That is one thing that does fucking bother me, is a loss of my freedom, but I'm about to explain why my loss of freedom became a thing. Shiny object syndrome, constantly chasing new exciting ideas instead of working through hard ones, boring parts, or parts of one thing. Going to prison definitely isn't a thrilling idea for me. Um, so my theory is my subconscious mind when I meditate on this keeps bringing up when I was president. When I was president, you need to understand when these people forced me to be president and I didn't want to be, I was dragged out there to that shithole that they think is holy, where you just hurt people around the clock and scream you're the victim in it. And that's all you do when you're president. You hurt people and then convince the people you're hurting that it's good for them. So they don't get mad at you and try to murder your ass. That is what you do out there. That is literally what these people do. They just hurt people and then scream it's good for them. When it's not. It's an excuse because there's better ways to do things outside of punching somebody in the face as many times as you can. Okay. Once again, the church leaders, if you were to treat their church leaders in this form where you just showed up to their house and started punching them in the mouth until they figured it out, there would be a serious fucking problem and they're not gonna let it go. Okay? Because they're pussies. But this isn't about that. It's not about any of that. My working theory about my fear of commitment is the fact that I was dragged out there and all of my freedoms were removed from me. Every last one of them were completely removed from me. But they removed them in a way that they claimed was helping me. And that made it even more traumatic because I was put in an overwhelming situation I couldn't comprehend. And then I was kept high on drugs and convinced I was somebody I wasn't. And then I was dragged through that entire process by people who were just scared, and because they were scared, they kept making the wrong decisions, just like I keep making the wrong decisions. Because your brain gets locked into this state, and it is an irrational, stupid state. It is Literally only recently did I actually figure out and understand this entire plan, and I want to talk about that also. Uh, we'll finish on this first. My theory is I am so traumatized from being imprisoned when I was president, I am terrified of being imprisoned again. Uh, because I was imprisoned already when I was their president. And being their president is a imprisonment that is not necessary. It is just stupid. It is like if a person was so obsessed with control that they were willing to surrender all control over everything. That is like fucking what their presidency is. It is literally a person that is so afraid of being out of control that they surrender all control, and you have no control out there at all. You're not in control of shit. As much as like you can harass other people, but you yourself have no agency or accountability in your own life. You have nothing out there. There's no responsibility for shit. There's no life out there. It is literally hell. Okay, and only a fool would think that is a heaven. Okay. Only a stupid fuck who can't live in reality would think that's heaven. Alright. But, yeah. Now, what was I was gonna get into that other thing. And, yeah, like I said, it is a complete fear of losing all my freedom indefinitely. Oh, yeah. Their plan. So, here's my theory. So on what the original plan was. You see, I wasn't able to access my intelligent brain because one, it was destroyed with heavy metals and still recovering. I wasn't able to make good decisions because I was trapped in the fear brain, and all you do in the fear brain is make bad decisions. Look at these people in this church. All they do is make bad decisions, and then when justice or anything good comes to stop them, they shoot it in the face. They go, or they sacrifice a church member. Stu's a great example of this. Stu is more than willing to sacrifice any of his church members to go to prison for him so that he can kill some kid and then try to frame me for it. Or if I get a girlfriend, he murders her. And if it goes bad, he puts a church member in prison instead of himself because it is that important to him. Okay? He doesn't, once again, it's bad decision after bad decision after bad decision covered up with violence. Okay, you're not holding me to account for anything. It is a run screaming from all responsibility. If the church leaders in this church, as much as I am now terrified of responsibility because I associate it with a loss of freedom, because I was imprisoned by being their president, which sounds fucking crazy, but it's true. There is nothing good about being president of these people. It is a fucking miserable task carried out by a miserable fucking person. Okay. Like I said, Stu will get anybody killed. He'll do the wrong thing and then is willing to get every member in his church fucking killed so he can get away with it. Okay. There's nothing smart about the behavior. There's nothing intelligent about it. It's just how a stupid fuck would react if they had power. Okay. So, my theory about how this stuff was originally supposed to go down. Is I was supposed to turn them in for going around showing the video of me anointing babies. And then I was supposed to tell them about the guys I hired to do those things, which I told the FBI, and they refused to arrest me. Yeah. Which, because these guys are the FBI, that is why, even when I provided evidence of my actions, the FBI still refused to arrest me. I think the FBI might be as useless as the CIA, and those are two programs we might need to get rid of. So, yeah, and then I was supposed to go to prison, and somehow, magically, I was supposed to get out of prison. there are gaps in my knowledge. There are things I don't know about the system, but here's the thing that this all comes back to. It's called narcissistic trust. It's where a narcissist knifes you in the back, and then just goes, trust me, after they make themselves the least trustworthy person on the planet. And I want to repeat this. The least trustworthy person on the planet, and then they go, trust me. Why the fuck would I trust you? And I'll call Blondie out on this. Why would I trust you? All you did was poison me with heavy metals, murder my friends, got a bunch of innocent people killed, screamed you were the victim in it the entire time, wanted to get back at me for shit I couldn't fucking remember, and then when you realized I couldn't remember, you couldn't let it go because you're fucking retarded. You kept doing all the wrong things, no matter what, and then for some reason, at the end of all the bad shit, the constant knifing in the back, all the lies you told, and it was lie after lie, including getting me to sign the perjury to begin with, you did it based off of a fucking lie, and you know, he's sitting here, I roll, he's complaining, no, I'm not complaining. I'm explaining to you where you fucked up, you fuck up. You fuck up. Okay? And then you go, trust me. Trust me. I forgive traumatized Bob for messing everything up because none of this was his fault. He's extremely traumatized from what happened. Okay. None of this shit. Everything that went bad when I was freaking out doing those videos, when I was screaming, crying, and all those things in these videos. None of those things were his fault. He was trapped in the lizard brain, which can barely function. The only thing he knew was these people wanted to hurt him because nothing these people have ever done was good. They just hurt you and then scream it's good for you. It is the ultimate excuse. Dude, I don't think I'm gonna get that wish. I think Anal Eating Mummy God fucking lied when he said he was gonna give me a wish. But one of the things I might actually wish for is you people aren't allowed to hurt anybody ever again, and if you ever do, you have to murder an entire church. They all have to be killed because one of you fucked up, so everybody's getting fucking killed because of it. And I guarantee you, just because they hate responsibility, everybody in this church will leave. They'll go, we're not doing that. One guy hurt somebody, and then all we do is hurt people. It's our only skill. We can't do anything else. We can't act. Dude, it wouldn't surprise me, because some of these faggots are therapists, is if they're not even actual therapists, is if, like, they get a patient, and the patient comes in and goes,
Stop yelling. I can hear you in my room.
the patient is traumatized, and then their therapist, the therapy guy or lady, just starts knifing them in the back as many times as they can instead of providing anything substance to the substance. And you got to think, like, they have a facade. They know how to pretend to be good people. And when you meet these people, they are pretending to be good people. They don't have the ability to be actual decent human beings. They know how to be violent, stupid people. It is their only skill. So, what wouldn't surprise me is if, like, these guys are like, oh, people like it when you're kind, so that I'll do anything. I'll pretend to be kind to get people to like me. And then when I get a patient, I'm going to threaten to kill them if they don't get better. There's not going to be any teaching of skills. There isn't going to be any recovery process. There isn't going to be any 3-step methods. There isn't all that shit's virtue signaling. It's all fake. The sad truth about it will be them being like, oh, all our patients have 100% recovery in this church, because if they don't recover, we fucking kill them. The ultimate cure, the threat of death. I don't really, get it, and obviously I have a serious problem with being overwhelmed, but my theory about being overwhelmed has to do more with how damaged my nervous system is, and that it freaks the fuck out whenever any of these things fucking happen to it. And once again, dude, the trauma these people caused me, and the bare minimum would have been just give me a goddamn lawyer. I'll do the right thing, give me... No! Helping people, I hate it! A bullet to the head is the only cure for these people. A fucking bullet. There is no talking it out with them. There is no reasoning with them. There is no logic that can be done. Killing them is the only good that can ever happen. Okay. I remember Blondie fucking... The shit that kills me is I still remember Blondie screaming at my mother, "It's good for him! It's good for him!" And it was fucking heavy metals. I was being poisoned with fucking heavy metals. And he was out there screaming that. So, if not anything else, somebody should be in Blondie's life poisoning him with heavy metals and screaming in his face, "It's good for you. It's good for you. It's good for you." Until he fucking gets it. Blondie, that person poisoning you, that's you. That's what you look like to everybody. And that's why I don't trust you. And that's why nobody on the planet should ever trust you with anything. Ever. Okay. I don't even... I expected Blondie to go ahead and just steal my glory or whatever the fuck, because he's a dirty cracker that didn't earn it. He doesn't deserve it. The only great thing he did in his life is he murdered 6 kids and 7 women and got away with it. Okay, that's his only thing he's ever done. And then because they're dirty crackers, they steal other people's glory and then go, "I deserve this because I'm entitled to it because I murdered 6 kids and 7 women because I'm great. This is what greatness looks like. A complete piece of shit." So, I don't fucking get it, really, but there is a lot of advantages to being taken to court, and if I choose to represent myself, you best believe I will be the most destructive thing on the planet to these people, because I will choose to represent myself. They want to see what bravery looks like, they want to see what courage looks like, they can see what it looks like when everything they know and love is completely destroyed, and then they use my presidential pardon only to find out that this isn't gonna fix a damn thing. You're gonna go, "Oh dear God, the biggest mistake was to put this guy in a courtroom, 'cause he fucking hates us to no end, and all he did was try to ruin so many people's lives." Ending with my stupid fucking wish, assuming that's how this shit's supposed to go, which will definitely be Blondie has to kill himself in front of me. I want to watch.